to another video at Halstead Farm. This week we're racing against the weather to see how much of the wheat we can get cut before it starts raining, and then if it does start raining we'll get on with some other jobs. I've got the header on the back of me, Scott's just leaving with combine and Martha's waiting up there to head off to the field. We're here at first field, header's on. We've got this field, we're going to try and get that field done as well today. I've just reversed out the way, blocking the road, but as soon as Scott starts combining it, I'll be able to pull back into the field and draw up against the edge here out the way. And header's just gone down, combining started. Once it gets past, I'll follow the track that's already been cut and park up just over there. I'm all parked up now, time to switch tractor off, and then once he's done one headland, Martha will be able to come into the field and I'll hop in with her. The first field's done now. Martha's just come back, she's taken the first load of wheat. There's not that much on these fields because of how dry it's been. Scott's just started on headland of that field, so I'm bringing the header trailer to that field for when he's done. I've just come to the centre field where it's usually wet. Because we've had no rain, there's some massive cracks in the ground. We do need rain soon, which we should be getting in a few days, but it should hold off for getting all this wheat in, because we've got this field, there's a small one behind that bank in there, and then there's two about 15 mile away in Neverfog. So we'll get all them done, hopefully either tonight or tomorrow morning before it does rain. Scott's just unloaded first hopper of this field into the trailer and now he's coming back around. My job is watching him on this power line. Make sure you don't get too close and hit the combine with the power line, because these poles are quite old and quite low. We've had a bit of a switch up. Martha's on combine now. She's just putting the last hopper into the trailer and then I'll go tip this trailer. This is second load from these two fields, probably another half a load with all them long runs over there. Martha's only got about 5 runs left and then she's got a load of short runs here, but the trailer isn't actually full, so we'll fill it up a bit more. It should all go in from this field, but now I'm off to go get header trailer, bring it round. Martha's on the short runs now. The short runs here and there. We can't do it as a long run because there's a power line that's too low there, and if we went under it it'd make contact with the combine and God knows what would happen, but we don't want to chance it, so we just make it into 2 short runs here and up there. And like that, the field's all cut. Martha's just heading to fill the last bit into the trailer. It's time to take the header off. As you can see, PTO and the power chain has been taken off, which supplies all hydraulics. They're both taken off right there, just to drop it off now onto a trailer. All the wheat from today is there. 2 trailers, but this second trailer was brimmed. There was just enough space for everything, and there's about 25 tonne in that last load, about just under 20 tonne in the first load. So 45 tonne roughly of wheat, which isn't too bad from the fields, but it has been a dry year, because usually we'd have to there solid as well, but we haven't done too bad for what the weather has been. And if we had a normal year, all this section would be filled off these 3 big fields that we've done. But tractor's parked up, and that's us done for today, because by the time we make it over towards the other fields, it'll be about 6:30, 7 o'clock, and the dew starts coming down at that area, so there'll be no point. So we're going to start again in the morning, and hopefully the rain holds off till tomorrow night like it says, and we get it all cut. As you can see by the colour difference outside of the shed to inside of the shed, it's rained overnight, and it rained a bit this morning, so we're on hold with combining. What I'm doing now is I'm going to drop grain trailer off 250, put low loader trailer on, and go get digger from a job I was on last week, which I've left the digger there, and we're going to bring it back to the farm. Like magic, trailer's on the tractor. Just need to find digger keys, and then I'll head off up to a field to get the digger. Digger keys have been acquired, and I'm coming to a field in Kramer because there's a stone that I pulled out that I just left at side that I need to shift of the track that we did. I've just got in the digger now, I'm heading down the field towards the trailer. Arthur's just clearing a couple of stones out of the way, and we'll get it all loaded. And like that, the digger's off. I've got the other bucket in the Kramer bucket. Time to head back to the farm. The digger's all unloaded now off the trailer, and we're going to let you know, today we've got some big toys coming. It's not farm machinery, but I think you enjoy what's coming. And like that, the toy's been dropped off. We've got screener for a day or two before crusher then arrives, which will then run both of them together. But to start with, we're going to screen a bunch of stuff, and then all the oversize will pile up ready for crusher coming. And like that, the wagon driver's off, and we're left with this. I'm in the digger now. I've just got on top of this first pile, just waiting on the rep. He's going to be 10 minutes, and then he's going to come set the machine up for us, and we'll see how it goes. I've decided what the plan of attack's going to be. We're going to move it over just a bit more. All the fine soil's going to go off the edge onto the bank of it. We'll have all hardcore and oversized go into a pile here, and then I'm going to reverse 7, 8, 10 and trailer up to this side's conveyor belt, which is 20mm plus to 70mm, which is all the good hardcore and perfect size. So I'll get that set up once the rep's been. I've just thrown a jumper on, 7, 8, 10's reversed almost up to machine, and the rep's here now, so we're going to get it unfolded and get some stuff through it. She's alive. Scott's just reversing up with trailer to the well, not oversized, but your 20mm, 70mm stone. Oversized goes off the end, and all soil and anything less than 20mm goes off the edge. We've been running it now for about 8 minutes. Got 30 tonne of soil out, about 20 tonne of oversized. Scott's just going with the first load at 20 to 70 mil. There's still a little bit running through it, but I've stopped, so there shouldn't be any more to come out. We've just been working out some of the snaggings with it, and now we're going to load it. So what we're going to do is keep going like this, get all the oversized, and then we'll lift the whole machine up on a pad of oversized about 3 foot, which then gives us more room for stone to go into a trailer. We're cracking on well now. I've just come down to the bottom side of the machine. It's got about 60 tonne of soil, 60 tonne of oversized, and Scott's just got a tip third load. I've been left on the job to myself. Just about to take load number 5 of 20 to 70 mil stone. We have about 70 tonne of oversized and easily 100 tonne of soil off the edge. Once Martha's trailer's full and she's gone to tip it, this is job I do every time. Come down onto a Kramer and I start shoving the soil pile off. That was a bit too much at once, but you get it nice and it just shoves over. Now that I've shoved the pile of soil off, it's perfect timing for Martha to pull back up and I'll watch her reverse up to the belt. Because you've got to be careful you don't reverse too far and the belt catches the trailer. Now all I do is climb back up the pile and start feeding the machine again. We're about 5 hours in. I've just folded it up, going to move it quite a bit, so folded all conveyors in. We've got 100 tonne of oversize in 5 hours. Got about 150 tonne of soil off the edge, and then over there in the distance we've got 9 loads of about 10 tonne, so 90 tonne there, and 3 or 4 have been tipped on the floor past the tractor, just to level the ground up a bit. But it's working well, and we've barely made a dent into the soil. I've only done about 8 foot, and there's still a lot more to do. Now I'm just going to bring Kramer back round here, take dig around there, and push all that soil off, because it's starting to overlap and we don't want any of the oversized getting in with the soil and the soil getting in with the oversized. I've got the dig around the back side of the screener now. Kramer's back on that side. Time to push all this soil off the edge. With all that soil shifted out the way, I'll be able to move the screener on a bit and soil will go off the edge. Hardcore's not getting mixed with the soil, but right now I'm going to go get this mop chopped off and I'll see you in a bit and I'll be back on screener. The screener's now been moved and it's a bit later because I've had my mop cut off and trailer's up to screener again now. Digger's on the top of the hill again, so let's get some stuff put through the screener. Day 2 of screening now. First thing that needs to happen before screener gets turned on, digger needs bringing down and it needs to meet its friend Fuel Bowser. It's almost out of diesel, the digger, so let's get it filled up. Usual routine when starting the digger. Turn key. And let it idle for a couple of minutes. Make sure all oil's running round. Don't want to do any damage. The digger's now next to a Bowser. It's a very simple Bowser. You just run a wire which connects onto a battery, and then you just stick the nozzle in. It's got an auto shut off nozzle, so you don't have to worry about it overflowing. And like that, the diesel's all filled up. Now, just to shut the top lid, because if you don't open this, it creates a vacuum inside the Bowser. What I'm on with now is just pulling this stuff that's over to the left towards the screener, just putting it down at the bottom for me to load when I'm there. So let's roll time lapse of moving this stuff. So far we've done 3 loads of 20 to 70 mil. We've got about 60-70 tonne of stone there. We've got about another 40 tonne of oversize, and I've just had to move screener back. I've blocked it up on a load of blocks, which is giving it quite a bit more height. It gained about 1.5 feet from where it was down there. So trailer can fully reverse back, but now let's get it started. Just put the screener up to full rev, engaged the belts and the shaker, and it started dying back. It's ran out of fuel, well, almost, but it saved itself by limiting its revs. It's been filled up with diesel now. She's all alive. Let's get some stone put through her. Update time. Probably got through about a quarter of this pile today. Hardcore, oversized. That pile's grown a lot. And this is the soil pile I'm on top of. There's plenty of soil that's come out of it. But now, I'm going to switch the machine off and head for a drink. It's now day 4 running screener. And we've got quite a bit of hardcore. Big pile there, pile all along there, and Adam the rep is back, and he's moving the hardcore over there as well. We've got through quite a bit here, digging a hole, dug most of that side out, and most of this side's gone. We're doing pretty well with all this, but now I'm just going to shift this tractor because it's full again. Just on with refilling the areas for loading, because this is out of reach. I have to dig it over to here, but Martha's on tractor now, so it's a nice and easy job. I'm not having to run about. All I've got to deal with is the soil at the back. Just swapped with Martha now, so I'm on the trailer shifting all the 20 to 70 mil stone away, and Martha's loading all the stuff into the screener. While Martha's loading the screener, I'm just going to start shifting some of this oversize, put it on the pile there with the rest of the stuff, and then I'll go around and push off some of the tops. It's now 6 o'clock, and since we've got most of this put through the screener, it's time to move the screener. And because we've only got 24 hours left with it, I'm going to take it down to all that soil and see how far I can get up the soil that runs up the back and get that screened, so then we have some topsoil. It's a very simple machine to drive. You just got 2 forwards and 2 backwards buttons. It just works like a digger. Just turn. The screener is now in position to run all this soil through it. It's probably about 400 tonne of soil up here at the edge, and if we can get it screened, we can get it sold. That's the end of this week's video with the screener. It's just gone this morning. I'll put a video in just at the end of it being loaded up. But if you enjoyed this week's video, make sure you hit like and subscribe button, and I'll see you next week.